Hello student, in this video we are going to learn about the next concept which is called as the calibration. So the calibration, it is one of the most important process which is used to maintain the accuracy of your measuring instrument. Okay, so to maintain the instrument accuracy, a calibration process is done. So calibration is the process of configuring your instruments so that your instrument should be capable to give the measurement in the acceptable range. So result for the sample should be within the acceptable range. It should not go outside the limit. So generally in the calibration, what we are doing, we are comparing our instrument with the instrument which is having the higher accuracy. So that comparing your instrument with higher accuracy instrument is called as a calibration process. So means here we are measuring the accuracy of our instrument, whether our instrument is giving the readings accurately or not. So establishment of the relation of an instrument accuracy to the international standards. Okay, international standards means it is a reference one. So you have to compare our instrument with the reference standards. So that comparison process is called as the calibration. So success of this calibration is generally depend on the result obtained by your instruments or by your measuring device. So why there is need of calibration? So we have to give some assurance to the production. So to meet the requirement of ISO, we have to do the calibration process. To compare with the global market, we have to do the calibration process. Then we have to promote the international recognition. For that also calibration is needed. So what is the benefit of calibration then? So if you do the calibration, then it will fulfill all the ISO requirements, International Standardization of Organization, that is ISO. So ISO needs will be fulfilled. So as a proof that the instrument is working properly, it is giving good result or it is giving the accurate result, that is the benefit of calibration. The person who is handling the instrument, he will get confidence that yeah, my readings are correct. So these are the some benefits of the calibration. Next concept is the traceability. So what is mean by the traceability? So in order to maintain the accuracy of instrument or interchangeability of the interchangeability in the manufacturing process or manufactured part by various companies or industries in the company. So there it is a very necessary that each industry or each organization should follow the standards of the units, whatever units are we are following, as well as the measurement we are following, different measurement we are doing. So that measurements are specified the national standards of the country as well as the international standards. So whether we are following the national standards or international standards, so the that particular process of following the national as well as international standards is called as a traceability. So it is also defined as the transfer of international standards. The international standards are also called as a higher grade. Transfer of this higher grade to the lower grade. Lower grade is also called as the national standards. And then that grades are transferred to the working standards. Working standards means the standards which are used in the different industries in the country. So this transfer of the grades from higher to lower and lower to working standards is called as the traceability. So due to the traceability, the valid calibration of measuring instrument can be possible. If we are following the traceability, if we are doing the traceability, then the calibration process will be easier. So whatever international standards we are following and national standards we are following, they are also called as the primary as well as secondary standards. The international standards are called as the primary and national standards are called as the secondary standards respectively. The next concept is gauge R&R. So R&R stands for repeatability and reproducibility in the measuring systems. So what is a repeatability? So repeatability is the ability of operator, considered here, it is the ability of operator to give repeatable readings or repeatable measurement on same part by using same gauge under the same condition. Operator is there, it is measuring a instrument, it is a measuring some dimension on same part by using same gauge. Gauge means it is an instrument. Suppose for example operator A is there, operator 1 is there, it is measuring a single part, it is measuring suppose a diameter of particular rod with gauge A or with instrument A 20 times. I am measuring the diameter of same part by using one instrument 20 times, and after 20 times I am using second instrument. Suppose first time I am using vernier caliper and second time I am using a micrometer. So 20 times I am taking the reading with the help of first instrument and 20 times with the help of second instrument. If I plot a graph of both instrument, whatever diameter measured 20 times, suppose this is a blue color graph is there for A instrument, a red color graph is there for the B instrument. At the center if you draw one vertical line, that is your average readings, or it is also we can say that it is a actual value. Now if you see that the curve A, so left side curve for A, and you can see this right side curve. Okay, so these two lines are very closer to each other. Okay, and for B you can see that this is the dash line is shown for B instrument, and this is on the left side. Okay, so these two lines, this curve and this curve is, these two lines are very away from each other. From that what we can say that the whatever solid line we are drawn for gauge A, for instrument A, these two lines are very closer to each other, and B line is away from each other. So we can say that for gauge A, variation in the measurement is very less, and for gauge B, variation in the measurement is more. Means gauge A is having, we can say that it is giving repeatable readings, and gauge B is not giving the repeatable readings. So gauge A is having the more repeatability, and gauge B is having the less repeatability. Then what is the reproducibility? The ability of gauge used by the multiple operator to consistently reproduce the same measurement on same part under the same condition. For example, three operators are there. Operator 1, 2 and 3 are measuring a device or diameter of same part 20 times using same gauge. Only one instrument is there now and three operators are there. In previous case what is there? Only one operator is there and two instruments are there. Okay, so repeatability is the ability of operator. Only one operator is there, two instruments are there. And here reproducibility is there. Reproducibility means three operator and one instrument. Okay, so it is the ability of gauge, ability of instrument. So we can say that three operators are there. Blue color is the operator 1, measurement done by the operator 1, red color measurement done by operator 2, and green color operator 3. So you can see that the measurement done by the operator 1 and 2. Okay, so see these two blue color lines, this is the left side one and right side one, they are close to each other. And again for red color dash line, this is this curve and this curve, again they are close to each other. So operator 1 and 2 measurement are close to each other and operator C measurement is away. So from that what we can say that the variation in the average measurement between operator 1 and 2 is much lesser than the variation in the operator 3. So 1 and 2 are close to each other and 3 is away. So therefore the gauge reproducibility is low. Means your instrument reproducibility is low. Why? Because only operator 1 and 2 measurement is close to each other and 3 is away. So if all three are close to each other, then we can say that reproducibility is more. So reproducibility is the ability of a instrument or gauge, and repeatability is the ability of a operator. Next is, what is gauge RR study, or why to study gauge RR study? Now, whenever we are studying this gauge R and R, that is reproducibility and repeatability. So, whenever we are doing any measurement, so whether our measurement system variability is small or it is bigger compared to the process variability, that we can easily find out. Is whatever measurement we are doing, they are repeatable or reproducible, that we can easily find out. If there is a variation in our measurement, uh, so how much is the variability in the measurement, or what are the different factors which can be cause for that particular variability, that we can easily find out. Then whether your measurement system is capable of doing good judgment of different parts whenever we are having multiple parts for the measurement. So whether our measuring instrument or measuring process is capable of doing good measurement or accurate measurement, that can be easily we can find out. For example, if several operators measures a diameter of screw to ensure that they are meeting specification, any screw is developed, we want to measure a diameter of that particular screw or a different dimension of that screw. We have to ensure that our process is capable of measuring a accurate dimension. So the gauge R and R study indicates that whether the inspector are consistent in the measurement, whether the operator who is doing measurement, he is consistent in that particular process for doing measurement, whether he is doing measurement accurately or not, consistently of same part, that is the repeatability, and whether the variation between the inspector is consistent, that is the reproducibility. If number of operators are doing measurement, whether it is also consistent, and same operator is doing measurement, whether it is consistent, these both things, that is repeatability and reproducibility, we can do. So this is all about the gauge R and R study. Thank you.